What's going on YouTube? The Apophis here and welcome back to my channel. Today, baby, it's a little BF3 yet again, but we're going to switch it up and do things slightly different. We're going to talk about what's going through the Apophis's mind while he plays this game specifically. I tried to do this live, the audio was boring and the gameplay was long. There's a lot of boring aspects that I was able to cut out, so we're going to do it topical and hopefully it still has the same effect. The goal is to maybe make you a little bit better at BF3. I'm not claiming that I'm the best Battlefield player in the world, but I do post a decent score in this game. Keep this area of the map in mind. We're going to talk about this a little bit later. Before we get into that though, before we dig deep into my thoughts, I'm going to start with two cool comments from yesterday's video. First, Notorious DLB, my boy. The reason why I choose this comment is because the opinion that I expressed in the video is different from the one he expresses in the comment. Yeah, he disagrees with kind of what I was saying in the video, and I like that. I like that he voiced his opinion in the comment section, and even though he disagreed with me, he still showed love and support for the video, and he didn't come across like a jackass in his disagreement. He put up a reason why he disagreed, and he didn't, you know, belittle anybody. So good on you, my man. Thanks for the support. It really does mean a lot, and I appreciate it. The second cool comment of that video is coming from Cheesy Plays WGE. So check it out. I liked his video because of the same reason. He kind of took a portion of what I talked about and he interpreted it differently than the way I did. But again, he expressed it in a positive way, or in a way that's constructive, and he didn't belittle anybody. So good on you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support on the videos. If you guys want to be in the cool comment cool comment of the day or whatever the fuck, just leave a comment below about anything you want, and I pick the comments that I think stand out to me the most. So let's get in on this. I throw a grenade right here because you just see me get killed, and I was hoping I could catch somebody on the inside, and then I end up in this gun battle. Most people would have reloaded right there. But instead, I kept the 4 or 5 rounds I had in my magazine because I knew he was going to come back. Players like to come back. So I didn't reload, and I knew he was only a couple shots from death. I kind of took a gamble, but I knew I was going to make it. This guy, I'm just doing my best to keep the trailers in between us, and it works out in my favor. Now remember that whole Connex box area in the beginning of this game where I decided to tell you that we're going to keep that in mind? I'm doing everything in my ability to get into that area of the map. Every time I die and spawn, my only fucking goal is to get back over to that area. That area is the high traffic point on this map, and you will get a lot of kills if you're over there. I chose the assault class because, one, I really like the AUG. The AUG is doing me wonders. Here's another weird engagement. We'll get back in the AUG in a second. Here's another weird engagement. I see this guy on the map, and he's on the other side of the trailer, so I'm doing all I can to keep them in between us, but still give me a line of sight by that water tower. Turns out he bugs out. I don't get the kill, but I also don't take the death. And in team deathmatch, that's really important. So the AUG, I really like it. There's jack shit for recoil on it, especially once you throw foregrip on. Aside from that, it's got decent damage, and the extra round in the magazine, a lot of the assault rifles pack 30, this one packs 31, and that might sound trivial, but a lot of times in Battlefield it comes down to one fucking round when it comes to gunfights. So here I am working towards the Connex boxes again, using as much cover as I can. This is a little thing I like to do. Some might call it cheap, I call it smart. I run out of the area of the map. That is a great way to move around behind this little area and not get seen. And also, I've dropped 2 health kits. This is another reason for the assault class. I've dropped 2 health kits within the last a minute and a half. The reason is I find it more efficient to drop a health kit, get the 10-15 points of health, and keep moving. Drop another one as soon as I can, get 10 to 15 points of health, and keep moving. Here they're flooding me in this building. So instead of going in the building and challenging, I make them come to me. Making your enemies come to you in Battlefield is the easiest way to win engagements. I didn't know there was still 2 in there. I thought the other guy came out the side door, but he didn't, and he got a shot on me, and that was the worst thing he could have done, is hit me and not kill me, because I had the advantage of him coming out of that door. Even here, I stayed long enough for the reload next to my health pack, and I'm back on my feet, back moving, back trying to get to this Connex box area. This is key on this map. A lot of people might go, oh, you're camping. No, you've seen how much I moved around. I edit out a lot of gameplay of me running like different routes to get over here and clearing people along the way. Again, I'm using this behind the fence area to make up some ground and try to outflank the enemies. To me, in Battlefield, if you can flank your enemy, you're gonna win the gunfight. One-on-one doesn't really do you any good. One-on-one is very, very risky. That kill took way too long. Sometimes my shot's not always the greatest, but with these weapons in Battlefield, they do have a little bit more recoil, so you do have to keep that in mind. If I get into a close engagement like that, and the guy runs past me, I make a circle as fast as I can. Instead of just turning with my gun, instead of just looking in a circle, I try to run in a circle. And this is a failed attempt at me jumping in a window, which happens on occasion in Battlefield. Now this right here, this seems so insignificant. This message, I ignored it because I'm playing, and I checked it out later. This kid actually sent me a voice message claiming I was hacking because I kept killing him, which, let's face it, we're all seeing the gameplay, and if you're around to my channel, you know that I don't really hack at all. I wouldn't even begin to know where to start the hacking. But it made me feel good, because if you're going to accuse me of hacking, then I'm probably doing okay in the game. Now, here's a mistake coming up. This is me not getting my fucking aim on in time. I should have not sprinted. You can see right there, before I took the turn into the room, my gun comes down because I hit the sprint button. I should have just aimed down sights and rounded that corner. I believe I could have had him. He didn't have a whole lot of health, and I was full. So I think I could have had that gunfight if I'd have slowed down a little bit. Again, here, I see one guy run, but I didn't see his buddy come out on the left. I thought it was going to be a one-on-one engagement, and that brings me to the next point when playing Battlefield. Try to keep it one-on-one. If you get outnumbered, this game is ruthless to you. Again, drop the health pack, move on. Drop another one when you can. Just keep fucking moving. You don't want to be caught sitting still. You are an easy kill if you're sitting still. At least if you're moving, they have to fight the recoil while they try to track you with the shot. One-on-one engagements are key. Knowing where people camp is another key too. A lot of people like to hang out on the rooftops in this map, and it's really annoying. But when you're looking down this hallway here, there's some little pallets down there way out in the distance, and a lot of people like to crouch behind those and spray that long line of sight. I don't like that spot, but I always put rounds into that spot. Sometimes I can't even see the dude down there, but I shoot a couple times and I'll get a hit marker. There's typically somebody trying to camp that, and you can just spray right through it. Now here you'll see I push the opposite direction from what I was just running. I get a couple kills, and then I turn around and I tail it out of there. That's my thing. When you start to run low on ammo, I like to go back. I backtrack to where I already know it's clear. Where I've already cleared, get my reload in, reset, prep myself mentally. Okay, here we go. Jumping back in the shit, and I go right back down to where I was, and I pick up the people that were coming after me. They saw me running away, and they want that kill, but they're not gonna get it because they don't expect me to be ready and prepared with them. There, that death, again, outnumbered. So I'm cutting this gameplay a little short. We do lose. I got in way late, and there was nothing I could do personally to fight and bring the team back. I couldn't pick up that many kills on my own if I wanted to. We were down by like 200. I did my best to bring us back as much as I could. My team did okay towards the end. If they'd have had a little umph in the beginning, I think things would have been great. As you can see, I finished 33-16, which isn't bad at all when you're playing TDM and Battlefield. So this guy on the other team, 124-9, he is a force to be reckoned with. He got me a couple times. I think we were even on how many times we each killed each other, but I think it was about 5. I killed him 5, he killed me 5. I saw him a lot throughout the game. The kid is good, so good on you, my dude. Hopefully these tips help you get a little bit better at Battlefield if you're new, because I know I am, and this is basically how I play, and I'm consistently running with a KD like this. So hopefully that helps. I hope you enjoyed Inside the Mind of a Tactician, and we'll see you on another fucking map.